27F dating 33M for 2 months and has fallen pregnant. I've been seeing this guy for 2 months. He's lovely but obviously very early days. My period was late, so took a pregnancy test and it was positive. I'm 27F. He's a little older, 33M. But neither of us are particularly established, settled in our careers. For this reason I'm feeling like I should just terminate it, as it's not fair to bring a child into an unstable environment. As much as I would love a baby one day, I'm pro-choice, but it's not a decision I take lightly and am scared. I've spoken to my mom about it and she thinks I should do it without telling him, but I do really like this guy and it seems cruel to not even ask his opinion. Would you want to know? Update. Thank you for everyone who replied. I ended up speaking to him and he took the news really well. He's being really supportive and agrees with me on what we need to do, but has said he would love children one day when he's ready to support them. Also, for everyone mentioning birth control, we use condoms, so we're just super unlucky. Tell him, but don't ask for his opinion. If you feel pretty confident he will be supportive and not try to coerce or talk you out of an abortion, then tell him your plan ahead of time. If you're not confident in how he'll react, then tell him afterwards. Keep in mind, at 2 months, you barely know him. Prioritize your safety and bodily autonomy above his feelings or the future of this relationship. Unfortunately, coercion and violence is always a possibility and is not uncommon. One time, my boss had to tell us about a process change. My colleagues started arguing. My boss said, "This is an informational meeting, not a discussion meeting." I would take this approach with him. I think you can tell him, but his opinion on your decision is irrelevant. If you do feel the need to tell him, do not do it in a way that invites his opinion. You found out you are pregnant. You are not ready to be a mom. You have decided to terminate. You hope he can support your decision. If you want to be transparent with him, great. But he doesn't get a say in the outcome. One of the conversations I had early on was, would my partner want to know if we had a scare and what my position was on having a baby? You could start with that one. And if he wants to know and understands your position, then tell him. If you see yourself being with that person long term, I'd tell him. First thing first, are you in the US? And if so, are you in a state that is safe to get an abortion? If not, then it may be better to do it in secret. As much as I hate the idea, unless you have already had extensive conversations about how y'all would handle this situation. If you are in a safe place where you cannot be punished or prosecuted, then I would suggest bringing him to a public place and break it to him. Tell him you want him to know, but trust he will support your decision and you do not want his opinion on the matter, as it is your body that'll get messed up from an unwanted pregnancy. Make sure you have a friend or family member ready to be with you in case he reacts negatively. I'd tell him first, otherwise the relationship is built on a major lie. It might end the relationship, but it's worth being straightforward. He will appreciate that. It's your choice whether to abort or not. The real question is whether to tell him. Starting off a relationship by keeping a major, life-changing secret from him is dooming it to failure. First, you shouldn't be in a relationship with someone you feel the need to keep secrets from. Second, as the potential father, he should know. This would be different if he is abusive. But by your account, he's a good guy. You wouldn't be pursuing a relationship otherwise, right? Finally, secrets, especially massive ones, have a way of coming to light in the worst possible way with the worst possible timing and consequences. I'd have a frank discussion. Tell him you're pregnant and your plan on termination. If you do hide it and carry on dating and it gets more serious, then there's this giant secret. Elephant in the room, but at the end of the day, your body. Your choice. You do what feels best for you. Also, maybe have a chat about contraception. I think at 8 weeks of dating his opinion is irrelevant. Tell him you are pregnant and getting an abortion, and you'd appreciate his support. His reaction will tell you everything you need to know about him. This exact situation has happened early in so many relationships. I know relationships that went on to become marriages and people having planned pregnancies and becoming parents together. I do think if you don't tell him, it will always been an awkward secret between the two of you. It would be one thing if no one but you knew. But you already told your mom. So if you keep seeing this, that will always be hanging over your head. Hello there. I just went through an abortion yesterday. I think if you're not ready, then you should get an abortion and then inform him about it. If he isn't supportive of it, then find a close friend, family member to be by your side when you do it. You won't be able to go through it by yourself. For the relationship, if the guy isn't there for you or not respecting your decision, dump him. Sorry this happens. Depends on if you live in one of those states that requires you to carry a baby to term. If the guy doesn't want you to have an abortion, you've been dating 2 months. You don't know this guy well enough to know he will be supportive. It's your choice to abort or keep. But you should tell him so the two of you have open conversation for a future relationship to go forward. He may also be open to helping with any care or costs that may come with your decision once you discuss it with him. I had an abortion 2 months into what ended up being an almost 3-year-long relationship. I told him I was pregnant and that I was having an abortion. He reacted well, luckily. But if he had reacted badly and asked me to keep it, I would have just cut it off, even though I liked him at the time. Given the opportunity to go back in time, I would do the same thing straight over again. Or I guess I would have just taken plan B. lol. TLDR. Tell him you're pregnant and going to terminate. I felt next to zero regret about my abortion because it was so early on and neither of us were financially stable. If you become serious and he finds out later, that could be very bad. Telling him would open gates to another dimension of stress. What if he wants a baby or he stops dating right away and ghosts you? What if he tells other PPL? It may affect you negatively. Think it through before telling. You have much more to lose. Do not keep this from him. I'm baffled by how many comments there are saying to just terminate it and not tell him. It takes 2 to create a baby and he has every right to know. You both need to have a serious conversation about your options and plan accordingly. Definitely tell him if you want to continue dating him. But keep this large secret from him. It will cause problems later on down the road. Unless you trust yourself and your mother to hide that secret until death, I would plan on having the discussion. You don't need his input in your decision to keep the baby or not. It's your body that will be impacted, and let's be honest. In most relationships, the childcare falls mostly on mom. If he cares about you and your newly growing relationship, then he will support your choice and continue to learn and grow with you. You don't really know him after only 2 months. I strongly suggest telling him in a public place in case he is a violent person. You have to put your own safety first.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.